Here's a quick tutorial video on running my Tesla Model X. So you can see all the doors are open currently, and the trunk and frunk, same thing. And I'll kind of show you how to operate the vehicle, how to open everything, and then answer any questions you should have. So this is the car. Has 6 seats, 3 rows. It's all-wheel drive, and fully charged it gets around 265 miles per charge. So that kind of comes to the basics. This is the key fob for the car, and if we triple click the top, everything closes. So you got to make sure you're out of the way of the doors, everything. You can see the frunk didn't close. That's because this is an aftermarket frunk. If you click the front of the key, it'll go down. Sometimes you have to do it twice. Cool thing with the Tesla is the key is basically going to unlock and lock the car. So when you come up, it's going to automatically unlock. Press the key or the handle in like that, and the door will automatically open. So when you get in the car, there's different profile settings for Turo. We're just going to use the Turo guest setting. So feel free to change it. Anytime you press that button, it's going to go right back to that setting. So here's inside the car. Here are the actual visors. So they're all magnetic. So if you generally move it, they'll click into place. Nice and easy. When operating the car, you can open up the Falcon doors, the passenger door, anything from this front screen. So you can do it from the key fob or from the front screen, which is kind of cool. You can also do the front trunk and the trunk as well. So as far as operating the car, the biggest thing to remember is, just like a regular car, you got a brake and an accelerator pedal, is the gear shifter stalk. And you can see it right there. So it's reverse, drive, neutral, park. Park is this silver button right here. So if you ever sitting here like, how do I put in park? Click that button in. As far as controls on the car, there's 2 main controllers on the steering wheel. This one, which I have it set to actually turn up the fan or the AC volume. So you can just scroll it and it'll go up and down. This is volume for your music. So you can easily kind of change it. So on the main screen, if I was going to close the doors and then close the passenger door, close my driver door. Driver door will also close when you hit the brake pedal. So just make sure your feet aren't hanging out of the car. When I put my foot on the brake, you see the car turns on automatically. No noises, it's fully electric. You can see that we're actually ready to go. So if I was gonna wanna go, I'd put my foot in the brake, press down, and you can see that it's in drive right now. All I do is let off the brake and I'd start moving. If I want to put it in park, I click the park button and we're good to go. It also has regenerative braking on, so when you're moving, it's gonna try to regenerate power. So when you take your foot off the accelerator, it's gonna kind of automatically brake for you a little bit. So if you let off the accelerator going 60, you'll eventually come to a stop without pressing the brake, because you'll start feeling the resistance. It's a little weird if you haven't driven an electric car, but you start to fall in love with it, and it's hard to live without now. So, all right, navigation screen. So say you wanted to go on a trip somewhere. This is the main screen. You have here for all your car settings, for AC settings. So if you click on the 70, you can see you could turn the heated seats on for all 6 seats. There's a heated steering wheel option, which probably rarely going to use, and then all the different AC settings. So once you're done, just click anywhere outside of it and it'll go away. You can see here also if you click this navigation button. So say you wanted to go up to Flagstaff. Click on Flagstaff and it will automatically tell you how far it's going to take to get there, what your battery is going to be like when you arrive, and all these different details. So it's pretty cool. One thing I do recommend if you do go on a road trip is to just fill up a little more than it says. The last thing you want is to be stuck at a charging station that's full, or not account for, elevation changes, temperatures, that kind of stuff. So if you do take a road trip, just play it safe. I've taken this all the way to San Francisco before. It's done extremely well, but we've also had our close calls with some runners. Right, so you can see here, it's gonna actually say if we went to Flagstaff, we'd arrive at 10:25. Actually, it says that we would arrive at this charger station in Quartz Lakes at 10:25. Let me go down. And if you can scroll out just like an iPad here on the screen. So it's gonna say you're gonna stop at Quartz Lakes and then go to Flagstaff. We'd only charge for, I think, 15 minutes there, and then we'd be on the Flagstaff. So it's gonna tell you a calculation, which is very accurate, how much it believes you're gonna arrive with battery-wise when you arrive to Flagstaff. So it's really accurate and cool. Car obviously can connect to your phone via Bluetooth. There's also a little charger down there if you have wireless chargers. And then down here there is a thumb drive. Please do not remove that. What that does, that records all the driving. So God forbid there is an accident, it will actually record everything, which will help with insurance and all that. So it doesn't record inside the car, it doesn't do any of that, just outside. So if someone cuts you off or bangs the door while you're parked, it'll track it. Car does have full self-driving capabilities, so you'll see on the screen, it'll show stop signs, people walking, all that stuff. Please, please, please do not use it unless you have a Tesla and have used this technology before, or you have done extensive research on it. It's beta, which means it's not 100%, it's buggy. If you were gonna try to let it drive you to Whole Foods, it would scare the crap out of you. It's very good, but it's constantly getting better. So the name's a little misleading, but moving on. Cup holder, everything is kind of moves here. So if you want to move it, just push it up and it clicks back in. The seats also back here move. They're all power, and then if you want to move the back seats, I'll kind of go back there and show you. So if we come to the back, we can open the trunk by double clicking the rear gate. There's little buttons right here, a circle. If you click that, you'll see the seat will go down, and you can actually fold the seat forward like that. So that way, if you want to make this into a 4-seater with more room, it'll be nice and easy. There's also storage down here if you have extra luggage, which is pretty deep. So it's got a bunch of storage in this car. Again, if you want to close it, just hit this button. Don't try to pull it with your hands because it will burn the motor out, and that's not cheap. All right, so if we open the front, double click the front. Sometimes it works, sometimes it doesn't. This is aftermarket, so Tesla I don't think doesn't like it, but we like it. Got a charger in here. So this is actually a charger for a 110 or 220. If you're staying at a hotel or whatever, they might have a charger as well, but this is if in case you have a small charger or a wall charger you want to plug into if you're staying in an Airbnb or something like that. If you have it plugged in to a regular outlet, it'll probably only get 2 or 3 miles per per hour plugged in. So if you plug it in all night, it'll probably only gain 30 or 40 miles. If you have a dryer plug, you'll probably get close to 12 to 15 per hour. I have a wall charger here at my house, and that gets around 35 per mile. So I can get it from 0 to full in about 8 hours. If you're thinking about buying these. That's really it. So if we want to close the front, again, we use our key fob, double click, and it'll automatically close. What else? So again, when we're using the Falcon doors, just make sure you're staying away. You can click this little white portion of the key right here, double click, and the Falcon door will open. There's a button here on the side of the door, which makes it easy to get into the back seat. So if you just hold it, it makes it more easily accessible into that third row. When you're done, you can just hold this back. And here, you can also close and open from this door as well. Just make sure everyone's in the car. And it's got sensors, but it will hit someone if they're not steady on their feet. That's really all there is to it. If there's any kind of questions, please reach out to me. Again, supercharging on this car is not free. So if there's any kind of charging fees at a Tesla supercharger, it's going to be added to the bill at the end. It's typically, I don't know, 2/3 the price of gasoline, so it's cheaper than gas, but just remember that. All right, well, enjoy your rental, and thank you.